Now at 6, authorities charge a man who they say shot another person with a BB pellet gun in Carl Junction. Plus, the Pittsburgh Y pool begins a reopening plan following the death of a teenager. And why dozens of people gathered in Carthage today looking to make an impact on the community.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Sarcoxie police chief resigns a month after the mayor suspended her for behavior issues. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Brandy KOAM announced her resignation on Facebook. The Sarcoxie mayor had suspended KOAM in May for 2 weeks. He says over behavior factors, disobedience, and certain social media posts. KOAM appealed the decision with a large showing of community support, but the city council voted to keep her off the job until May 19th. Well, now KOAM writes she's resigning the Sarcoxie Police Department for moral and ethical reasons. You can find her entire statement on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. A man is now charged in connection with a BB/pellet gun shooting yesterday afternoon in Carl Junction. Authorities charged 38-year-old Douglas Starbuck of Carl Junction with third-degree assault. The court set a $10,000 cash bond. Authorities say a moving company had shown up at Starbuck's house to repossess 2 sheds. They say Starbuck then started an argument with the workers, went into his house, got a pellet BB pistol, and fired at least 1 shot. That shot hit a worker in the cheek. The worker had non-life-threatening injuries. Pittsburgh YMCA today announced the phased reopening of its pool in the wake of the tragedy there this week. The Y says for the time being, the pool will be limited to swimming classes and swim team only in order to prioritize both safety and staff well-being. The Y says it intends to expand pool hours as more staff becomes available. On Tuesday, 19-year-old Caden Barber was declared dead after he was found unresponsive in the pool. Meteorologist Sam Lane joins us now with a first look at the weather.
All right, thank you very much, Dow. We've had some scattered showers and thunderstorms develop today, mainly down on the Oklahoma side. We're going to zoom in on that activity and show you what's going on, stretching from near Langley in eastern Mays County down through southern Delaware County near Bull Hollow, also Little Kansas, just to the south of Siloam Springs. Most of this activity has been basically going along the same path, so wouldn't be surprised to see some heavy rainfall amounts down with that. We also have some scattered showers out towards the west in southern Chautauqua County near Hendricks, south of Sedan, some thunderstorms there, and again, desperately needed with the rainfall. Temperatures are going to be dropping through the 70s all the way down to 65 by tomorrow morning, and we're going to have some thunderstorms in our forecast. Rain chances are going to be increasing, a little bit cooler on Sunday and Monday, and then maybe some midweek storms, and then a slow warming trend towards summer after that. And I'll have all the details in just a bit.
See you soon. Southwest Missourians and statewide leaders mourn the loss of a former politician and community leader. Former Joplin mayor and state lawmaker Ron Richard died today. His time in the state legislature began in 2002, first as a state representative and House Speaker, then as a state senator representing Jasper, Newton, and Dade counties. He eventually became Senate president. Missouri Governor Mike Parson released a statement saying in part, quote, he continued serving Joplin and Southwest Missouri long after his tenure in state government and will be remembered for his years of committed leadership. Missouri Southern President Dr. Dean Van Galen said in part, quote, Senator Ron Richard dedicated his life to public service and is one of the university's most distinguished graduates, end quote. Richard was also a member of the Missouri Southern Board of Governors. Galen says, quote, Ron Richard was a lifelong champion of the university and leaves a tremendous legacy at Missouri Southern. Ron Richard was born in Parsons, Kansas, and lived in Joplin. He was 75 years old. Dozens of volunteers today participated in the Carthage Area United Way's 23rd annual Day of Caring event. KOAM Shagun Bamidele has more.
Carthage Area United Way's Day of Caring event saw enthusiastic participation from community members and local companies who volunteered their time to support various non-profit organizations in the area.
A lot of the nonprofits don't have the ability or the manpower to get items knocked off their list of chores to do. And we had 82 volunteers this year, which we split up between 9 different nonprofits to go and do work.
For Sean Pryor, the president of Jasper County Youth Fair Board, he says seeing the volunteers help with different projects is a blessing.
So today, with the Day of Caring, they had a bunch of volunteers come in. We probably had a couple dozen volunteers that showed up just to help us out on projects that we run out of time trying to get everything done throughout the year. Our fair's getting ready to come up here the week after the 4th of July.
Sean says from bush trimming to tree trimming to limb saws, the volunteers did it all.
We've built new window covers to keep people from breaking into the buildings, power wash the concrete so we can seal it. I was impressed this morning. I turned around and looked, it was 10 o'clock, and I said, well, man, we've got a lot of work done in 2 hours. So it's just a blessing for them to come out and help us.
As the summer months begin to roll in, residents of Carthage are happy that volunteering opportunities are available for kids and adults.
I think they're happy that we give an opportunity for kids to volunteer, adults, and just seeing that we care about our community and just that we're here for the long term.
In Carthage, Shagbamdele, KOAM News.
8 local companies provided volunteers for that event. Coming up, some area seniors gear up and put their fishing skills to the test at the Neosho National Fish Hatchery. Plus, Food Truck Friday is back in action today in Carthage. We'll take a look. Hey, bring on the kids and the critters. The Pittsburgh Public Library is encouraging kids to read more, and they're using animals to do it. The library hosted a petting zoo at Pittsburgh's Lincoln Park. It's part of the library's All Together Now summer reading program. Officials say it's a great way to get the community to come out and show kids that the library can be fun.
Well, All Together Now really celebrates kindness and friendship and community. And what better way to celebrate community than this? I think all the community is here today.
The library is going to host more events for kids throughout its summer reading program over the next couple of months. Some area seniors today gathered some fishing gear to catch some trout. The Neosho National Fish Hatchery today hosted its annual Senior Fishing Derby. It's a chance for folks to come out and socialize while also honing their angling skills. The fishery says the event started as just a small event, but it gradually became one of their biggest. There was a 4 trout limit, and it was not catch and release. Catching fish wasn't just for the seniors today, as the hatchery also invited some young guests.
Well, we brought our kids out today to fish in the Derby, and we've done this, 3 or 4 years now, and we love it. We have a great time. The kids have a good time. The teachers enjoy just getting out of the classroom. It's a wonderful time for summer school to do this.
Whitley says it was a great time to teach the students socialization skills, also patience. Patience comes with fishing very often. The hatchery provided all of the gear. And maybe you just got done fishing and you're looking for some food to fight your hunger. Well, Food Truck Friday is back in Carthage. Today, the event brought in a pump track for bike and skateboard riders. What is a pump track? Well, it allows an up and down pumping motion to propel forward. It's a good tool for practicing balance, learning skills, and improving confidence.
We want the community to come out and engage with each other, but not just with each other, but with the city and with local businesses. So it's just a great place to have fun for the whole family.
Food Truck Fridays are hosted at Central Park on the second Friday of every month through October. A little bit later, the Oklahoma Sooner softball team plays for the national championship.
We've got some showers and thunderstorms on radar, and I'll be back to tell you if we're going to last that through the weekend when we come back. Well, we had another warm day across the 4 states, and of course that warm air along with the moisture and a boundary in place sparked some thunderstorms, and we'll show you that on radar in just a moment. But first, let's start out this morning at Seneca, Missouri at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Mostly fair skies this morning, and then as the afternoon progressed, we started to see those cumulus clouds develop, and when they develop, they turn into thunderstorms. And now you can see a thunderstorm off in the distance, off towards the south and west. And we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms this evening. You can see that on radar over the last few hours. Most of the activity has been down in Oklahoma, and northwestern Arkansas, also stretching back towards the northwest into south central Kansas. Severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for Adair County. That is outside of our area, but we see some pretty strong storms in Mays County and also in and around the Veneta area right now. This warning goes until 6:45. Wouldn't be surprised to see some small hail and maybe some gusty winds. Temperatures are a little bit cooler, close to those thunderstorms where they're generally in the 70s, but check out Independence. They're still 89, 88 in Neodesha, 89 in Nowata, and then some more thunderstorms back to the south and west, making it a little bit cooler there. Also a little bit cooler up in Stockton, where they're currently sitting at 81 degrees, and also a little bit drier. Rain chances are going to be increasing as we go through tonight and tomorrow morning, but look at tomorrow night into Sunday morning. That's a big chance of rain coming into our forecast. And if we look at the accumulation amounts, they're going to be generous, especially along and south of I-44. Lesser amounts the further north you go. Unfortunately, folks up to the north are not going to get in on this wave of precipitation, but everyone should at least get something before the end of the weekend, and that's pretty good news. Severe weather, not really a big concern. Severe weather risk is going to be down in northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma for tomorrow. 1 or 2 isolated storms might become severe in our area, but again, it's not going to be a big concern as far as tornadoes or any really damaging system. And then on Sunday, the severe weather risk gets a little bit closer to us, but still mainly to the south and east of us. But we'll have to keep an eye on that pretty closely as we head into Sunday afternoon. All right, let's break it down for you over the next few days. Tonight, mostly fair skies with lows in the 60s, with those scattered showers and storms coming through late tonight, but mainly tomorrow morning across the region with lows in the 60s. And then tomorrow afternoon, that activity moves off towards the east and we see highs in the low to mid 80s with isolated storms. And then Saturday night into Sunday morning, we have another round of storms, and this is probably going to be the biggest round of storms with temperatures in the 60s by Sunday morning. And then that moves off to the afternoon. In Sunday afternoon, we're going to be looking at readings in the 80s once again with isolated showers and storms possible, 70s up towards the north and west. So that's going to be a welcome relief, and also drier. The humidity levels are going to drop down as well, and by Sunday evening we'll see temperatures in the 60s with winds out of the north and east. Over the next 7 days, big chance of storms tomorrow morning and again Sunday morning, and then we dry out for Monday with a high of only, and I say only, 79. And then as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, more scattered showers and storms possible. But Dow, turn your head, because it looks like we're going to get into summer-like conditions next weekend.
Oh, I prefer the first digit being a 7 and not a 9.
Me too.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone. Best part is the price, absolutely free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Again, it's the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Still ahead, the Oklahoma Sooners softball team finishes a record-setting season, and Joplin High School finds its new boys basketball head coach. John Dales has those stories and more up next.
Hey, and welcome into sports. I'm John Dales. Joplin High School has found a new leader for its boys basketball program. Nick Pfeiffer, who coached the Eagles freshman team last year, is promoted to varsity head coach, the school announced today. Pfeiffer, who's originally from Carthage, is ready for his group to hit the ground running.
We've got to get better every day, and that's our number one goal. Is we've got practice on Monday, and that's what we're going to focus all our effort and time on, is making that the best practice that we possibly can. We'd love to compete for championships, and that's the longer term goal. And we know that that's a challenge in the COC, but that's our job, and that's what we hope to achieve. So it's really just starting small and taking that day by day, and you could say it starts Monday for us.
Meanwhile, the Oklahoma Sooners softball team entered Game 2 of the national championship last night with a 52-game winning streak, needing only one more win to become national champions. And OU got that win, 3-1 over Florida State. The Seminoles actually scored first in this game, but the Sooners were just an unstoppable force all season long. And once again in this game, Oklahoma finishes the season 61-1, claiming its third title in a row and sixth this past decade. Back locally, the Joplin Outlaws have had a solid start to their 2023 summer season with a 3-1 record. Joplin is in first place in the Mink League South Division entering tonight. And the Outlaws have a matchup with St. Joseph on the road. These two teams met last night as well. That was the first loss of the season for Joplin. Mustangs winning that one 9-6. Tonight is the third of 7 consecutive road games on the Outlaws schedule. Over to professional baseball, the Royals and Orioles battle tonight. Things just getting started in Baltimore. Daniel Lynch is the starting pitcher for Kansas City. He's making just his second start of the season, hoping to help his squad snap a 3-game losing skid. Lastly, the Cardinals and Reds square off tonight in St. Louis. First pitch not for another 45 minutes or so. Cards are facing a Cincinnati team that's, no pun intended, red hot right now. Cincy recently won their series over the Dodgers with their star prospect Will Benson hitting a walk-off home run as his first career home run. But not the best start in the world for our major league teams here, but a long season left for baseball.
Absolutely. Now, some of you have seen John Dales perhaps on the 9 o'clock news. Some of you maybe not. So everybody, John Dales, everybody. It's good to have you here as part of the KOAM team.
It's good to be here. It's it's been fun joining the team. These past couple of weeks have gone by quickly, but I've enjoyed it.
Absolutely. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. A brewery based in Alba, Missouri is celebrating its 3rd anniversary and also celebrating being named the best brewery in the state. Yeah. Plus, a Crawford County resident contracts a rare disease after being bit by a tick. And some tips to save money on your summer getaway. Those stories and a lot more is coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on our sister station, Fox 14. A ghost town in Texas is up for sale and is going for less than most houses. The current owner of the 10-acre town of Lobo, Texas, purchased it in 2001 for $20,000 with a few friends. The last residents of Lobo left in 1991, leaving behind an empty swimming pool and a motel and a few houses. The owner is now selling Lobo, the entire town of Lobo, for $100,000. New ideas for the town range from a kangaroo farm, you're going to want to hop on that, to an escape room experience using the entire area. Escape from the town, I guess, and maybe the kangaroo farm. The owner is taking bids on the property until June 24th. So check it out. Maybe you'll be owning a town, an escape town, or a kangaroo farm, or all of the above.
Can I write you a check?
Sure. Yeah, it's not mine to sell, but I'll gladly take your money.
All right.
We're hoping for some rain.
We have some rain on the radar, mainly down in Oklahoma, but notice Chautauqua County, showers and thunderstorms developing there right now. And hopefully that rain is going to continue going right on through tonight into tomorrow morning, and then again on Sunday morning. And then we get a little bit of a break on Monday with cooler temperatures, drier too. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, storms come back into the picture with highs in the mid-80s. And then as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday, looks like the 90s are going to start making an appearance as we get closer and closer to that 100-degree mark.
Well, it's inevitable. It is the 4 states after all, and it is summer season.
That's right.
Final sports note.
Yeah, visiting with the new Joplin High School basketball coach Nick Pfeiffer today. I'll tell you what, it's a really tough conference that they play in, a lot of really good teams around here, but it looks like they've got the right man for the job. And just talking to him, kind of says all the right things, says, look, winning a championship is our goal. That might be down the line, but we're just trying to get better every day.
Yeah.
Aim high. Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you tonight with more video of that petting zoo in Pittsburgh. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.